Hi guys, welcome back to another Apex Racing Academy track guide, basic track guide of the Audi R8 LMS GT3 car around the Nurburgring. Alex Simpson here, just jumping in, just covering this week's event. So if you haven't seen one of these before, hopefully you'd have seen the Mercedes one that went up last night. This is just a half-speed lap where I try and talk you through as much as I possibly can in the time that's allowed. So here we go. Here's the lap for around the Nurburgring, the BES and WEC layout, of course, with the lovely chicane at the end of the lap instead. Obviously, coming down towards turn one, we've got a lot of time to think about our braking point, make sure everything's right, and we want to spot that on the left just before the 100-meter board. Keep as far over to the left as possible before you start the turn in, all the way down into second gear. Try and hit, you don't want to hit the cone on the right, but you want to get as close as possible through there. That gives you the best sort of rotation off. Get over to the right hand side before turn two. That will give you a much better line. You are late apex into turn number 2 here. That will allow you to get on the power far more aggressively coming out of the corner. Getting ready for turn 3, brake down into second gear. We want to hook the inside wheels onto this curbing on the left. We want to follow that all the way around the corner. That will give us a much better line through the following right-hander. We can get much more aggressive on the power by having that tight line through that left. It really opens up the right-hander that we've just gone through there. Again, accelerating through the gearbox right now. We're going to spot our braking marker on the right, which is the cones on the right, halfway through them. 5th gear down to 4th gear, and we're just sort of taking it not too aggressively. We want to exit into the middle of the curb, or middle of the track, which we've done. That allows us to get over to the left, and then we can downshift into second, get onto that power nice and early, so we've got a much better line through the tricky right hand corner. That curbing's not too much of an issue, so we're able to use that in good effect, and we're heading on down to the hairpin corner. Spot your braking point just as the curbing starts on the left hand side, and we're going to kind of like sort of triangle this corner off a little bit. We're going to lean on the camber through there, and we're going to take a very, very wide apex and catch it on the very latter part of the corner, so that we can be super aggressive on the gas pedal. Into the Schumacher S. Got to be careful not to get the car upset on the right hander here, otherwise the car will just want to push through the corner, and that's what happened a little bit on this lap. But once you're happy that you got through the corner, you can use that curb on the right. The car seems to be okay through that, but the one on the left, actually, if you get sort of spat out there, it can be a bit treacherous, so be careful of that. Braking sort of just before the 100-meter board down into 3rd gear. Try not to go too wide here, so that you're all up on that exit curb. That will just slow you down, and the car won't appreciate trying to be aggressively sort of manhandled over that curb. Late apex again for the right-hander that leads us to the back straight. That allows us to get aggressive on the gas pedal again and carry the most amount of speed down this back straight. Again, got a long time to think about the chicane that's coming up. Avoid the curb on the right. There's no need to touch it. All you're going to do is slow yourself down and make the car a little bit upset, especially on dodgy tyres. It could even spin you out towards the end of the race. Spot the braking marker in between the 100 and the 50-meter board. Not too aggressive on the brakes. Get off them very early and get onto the gas as soon as you've hit that first apex on the left. You can't quite go flat through there as well. It's very difficult. Pushes you out just a little bit too far wide. Down into second gear. Again, we want a slight late apex here that will allow us to get onto the gas pedal nice and early and exit without the car getting all squirmish underneath us. But there we go. That's a lap around the around Nurburgring. I'll just wait for it to finish. There it is, and then we will we'll reset it and we'll play it at full speed for everyone. Alright guys, yeah, enjoy this, and I'll see you next week.